You're listening to the John and Heidi Show, now featuring the wit and wisdom of Dan Farris.
Okay, dudes, let's walk this sucker.
On Sunny 93.3.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Mr. Dan Farris. Good day to you. How are you, sir?
I'm doing the locomotion.
Oh, that's a good thing to do, I guess.
Doing the locomotion. And I only bring that up because Little Ava had a birthday today. In case you don't know, Little Ava had the original hit with the locomotion. Okay.
Yeah, I remember that one.
Back in 1962. Yeah. Everybody's doing a brand new dance now. Come on. Do the locomotion.
It was, big deal. It's
right?
a good deal.
Little Ava, of course, Motown stuff. Ava Narcissus Boyd was her name.
Okay.
Did not know that.
Well, that's why I'm here. I am just a walking font of worthless knowledge. It's what I do. Historically speaking, it was 1863. We finally have the answer because I've been mulling this over pretty much my entire adult life. What was the first national bank? Because there's a lot of first.
Oh, yeah, there are.
Well, I actually found the answer. First? It was this day in 1863. Oh, wow. The very first national bank opened its doors in Davenport, Iowa.
Really?
Yes. So it's even regionally kind of cool. Huh. Jury and historians are still out on First Lutheran and First Baptist. We have. What else is going on? I just love this so much. Sparky Anderson, who you may or may not know, legendary Hall of Fame Major League Baseball manager. From Bridgewater, South Dakota, originally. 1986 this day, Sparky becomes the very first Major League manager to win 600 games in both leagues. He did it in the American League, and he did it in the National League.
That's cool.
That's pretty incredible. He had an amazing career. In 1964, let's serious it up a little bit. This day, 64, the Civil Rights Act is passed.
Nice.
After the longest filibuster in U.S. history. Democrats held the floor for 83 days.
Wow.
Trying to stop it.
Yep. Huh. So, history.
History.
It's important.
It is.
There you go. Now you know, and everybody is well informed. And I've done my job, and gosh darn it, I'm going to grab a little something out of petty cash and take the rest of the day off.
Well, that's not a good plan. We got other things for you to do in here. So.
Oh, gee. Just throw a little more weight on these shoulders, John.
Hey, that's the way it works, man. When you're good, you're good. Coming up in a bit, we've got Ranger Dan coming in. We also have a little entertainment news. A lot of fun stuff to get to on this Monday morning. Also, want to let you know, we have a guest coming up in the program here as well. We're going to visit with Tiffany from the Midwest, Dreamfest Midwest, and she's going to be the one that will sing the national anthem for us this Saturday.
I met her, I think, last week.
Yeah.
Lovely
nice
blonde lady. Yeah,
so
okay.
She's swinging in to do a little recording with me here for we're not going to do the national anthem live, so we're going to have her record it because of the whole social distancing thing. So she's coming in to record. I'm going to have her do an interview with me as well. It's all on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Time now for Ranger Dan's Critter Corner.
Well, I'm rough, tough, and ready. I'm a heck of a man. Eat my beans and weenies from a frying pan.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves to wrestle bears and lasso ducks. Run over possums in my government truck.
He's Ranger Dan.
Easy. I'm Ranger Dan. Well, I loves all the campers and the animals too. If you're picking on critters, I'm coming after you.
He's Ranger Dan.
Yes, sir. I'm Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan.
Good morning, Ranger Dan. You okay over there?
Whoa.
That's a lot of smoke. You right?
Ranger Dan critter jerky stuck in a heart valve here. Oh, Lordy, Mama. Slap my grandma. Someone Heimlich this ranger. Woo! How you doing there, Steve? Good to see you. Heidi.
Ranger Dan.
Hey, you can call me Shrek because I'm head ogre heels for you.
Oh, wow.
See what I did there? Come on, gather around the old Rad Dad Daddy over there, little Radio Rangers. Time for a little critter knowledge. We've been going alphabetical, and apparently, as far as I can tell, we've been all over the map. But I think we're effing it up today, aren't we?
That's F?
F?
No, we did Fox. We already did F, didn't we?
Whoops, well, that's too bad because I researched ferrets. You'd think somebody'd keep me on task, but nope. It's just a rodeo going on.
Hey, I would love to learn about ferrets.
So would I.
Ranger Dan world. You know, ferrets they're almost like in the top 3 as far as domesticated pets in the United States of America, right behind cats and dogs. A lot of people got ferrets. In fact, it's estimated about 400,000 households got a pet ferret in this country. So pretty darn popular. Ferrets will sleep up to 20 hours a day.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
They love snoozing. Yep, that's all there is to it. Now, when you get right down to it, ferrets are pretty interesting. When you boil it down, and I love some of the names that they have. For instance, a baby ferret is referred to as a kit.
Really?
An adult male is a hob, H-O-B. Adult females are Jills. Now, a spayed or fixed female is referred to as a sprite. And a fixed or castrated male is known as a gib.
Okay.
Or Lance Armstrong. Now, you might think ferrets are just really happy and just play around and all. They can be kind of dangerous, too. They can be. In fact, there are stories from around the country over the years that ferrets, keep in mind, they can be meat eaters. And sometimes ferrets and children, they just don't really kind of get along.
Really?
Well, let's see. Case in point here. Let me dial this up. Over the years, there have been reports, and some of them aren't really stellarly fantastic. If you got little kids, for instance, let me see here. Bullet point number 33. While most ferrets pose little danger to humans, some ferrets have been known to, in fact, attack youngsters. June 2000, pair of pet ferrets attacked a 10-year-old girl in Wisconsin.
Yikes.
Oh.
Attacked her. Luckily, and I love the end of the story, the family dog leapt into her rescue, and she only required some stitches.
Oh.
However, a year later, 2011, a 4-month-old boy was left alone in a rocking chair in the room when the pet ferret just started nibbling on him and ended up taking a pinky finger.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm not making any of this up. Hillsboro, Oregon, Dateline, ferret jumps a 10-week-old baby back in 1991, and that baby had to be hospitalized.
Wow.
So apparently when it comes to infants, here's what it is. They have the scent of milk on them.
Okay.
Ferrets respond to that.
Okay.
And they get a little bit crazy. Now, if we go back a few days when I was talking about dingoes, it's good to keep in mind, like dingoes, ferrets make terrible babysitters. Just a good case in point. Now, a lot of people, because ferrets do have an odor to them, a lot of people take that ferret and scrub it up and scrub it up and scrub it up, and you are wasting your time. What will happen when you scrub up a ferret, give it a bath, it will start producing far more of its natural oils to kind of balance that out. And so actually washing a ferret just makes the whole darn thing worse.
Really?
In fact, when it comes to ferrets, you really only need to bathe them about twice a year, and they may be dishwasher safe. Because I'm not seeing anything written here that says otherwise. So that's all the time we have today, little Radio Rangers. I sure hope you learned a little something. I know I feel full. Hey, what doesn't kill you just makes you stronger, except for bears, murder hornets. It's right in the name. This is Ranger Dan. Out. Say it with me.
Yes, sir.
Each month you have these things called bills. They have to be paid. It's part of being an adult. Not the fun part, but it's important. So if you can find a way to cut some of these expenses, it makes that bill day a little better. At InsuranceChicken.com, we'd like to help. Our site allows you to see what several different companies have to offer, all in one place. Check out great insurance deals at InsuranceChicken.com. Is it time for you to cross the road? See if we can save you money each month at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time now for Water Cooler Talk with Mr. Dan Farris, brought to you right now by the No, it's Dan Farris again. He's
Here's what happened.
Fun with cakes.
I went about a week, rebranding myself, name, trying to get a little street cred, trying to freshen things up a little bit. And it's like, hey, call me Cakes, man, Cakes. When you see him on the street,
everybody's mocking you.
So like, sup, Cakes? What's going on, Cakes? And it was going okay. And then it occurred to me after about a week, and certainly going through this weekend and being in some social environments and whatnot, using that name, rebranding as Cakes, holy cow, it really attracted a whole different caliber of women.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
And by a whole different caliber of women, I mean none.
No women. I got you. So it did not go so well.
I'm putting some focus groups together. And
you'd think that, some people would like cakes, but not everybody, huh?
I thought it fit. Didn't work for me. So it was back to Dan Farris, tried and true.
Right.
Washed up childhood star. We'll just...
Well, we're glad to have you here by whatever name you want.
We'll just go with that. Hey, before we get into what's coming up, because this is the week, 4th of July, Saturday, which is huge, man. It's Sunny Radio is all over it, along with Fox 7 here in town. It's going to be super huge, but something to be aware of, because coming up on July 1st, what is it, a day or two away?
Yeah, sneaking up here.
There's going to be a brand new driving law on the books, goes into effect July 1st in the state of South Dakota. Okay. It's now going to be illegal to drive while using your phone. If police see you doing it, they can pull you over, charge you with a misdemeanor.
Well, then.
John's in trouble.
And apparently that means just having it to your head and I mean, before they could kind of pull you over because maybe you were texting,
reckless
whatever.
Driving, yeah.
Now it's just using it at all. If that thing is in your hand and you are driving, police can now, as of July 1st, pull you over, write you up.
Nice. All right. Well, I have to quit driving, apparently.
You can do whatever you want. I will not answer my phone when I'm driving. If it rings, whatever, I don't.
It's a good idea.
No, and if it does pick my interest, I will pull over somewhere and go from there.
And I got to tell you something.
But then I drive a manual shift too, so I can't multitask.
I'm not really one to complain about this. I've been run into 2 different times by somebody who's been on their phone while they were driving. So one was texting and driving, and it was a guy. He was still texting when I went back to make sure he was okay. I was like, yeah, I'm just finishing this text. And then another one was a lady who hit us. She's got her hand up to her, and it was just like the most awkward thing, too. Like her arm was straight out. She's talking on her phone, smashes into our vehicle with my wife and kids in the car. I go over to make sure she's okay, and she's talking to somebody on the phone, still laughing. Okay, well, I really got to go. I just ran into somebody. And I was like, what is going on here?
I honestly don't get it.
So,
phone addictions, man.
Maybe don't do that.
It's horrifying to me.
So,
just is.
It's coming Wednesday, apparently.
Okay, so anyway, want to give a shout out to Mike Hauk and the crew at Minuteman Press. They've stepped up, and all the signage for the fireworks show on Saturday, which is fantastic. And you take it from there. Because you said all of a sudden, I'm going, what? Well, there is a flyover Saturday night?
Yeah, Poet. Huge thank you to our friends at Poet. Awesome. Ethanol-powered flyover going to be happening at 9 p.m. So I've had people asking, and if you go to the website now, there's kind of a little chronological of here's what we're expecting. Again, says on there, subject to change. We never know with weather, with all kinds of things. But 9 p.m. is when the flyover will happen.
And it's really cool.
It really is. That. And we'll be on the radio talking about what you're seeing, what's happening. And then we're going to wrap up the Rick D's Weekly Top 40, the 80s. That'll be done by 10. And then at 10 p.m. is when we kind of have our wall-to-wall coverage from fireworks stand, not the fireworks stand, the fireworks. what am I talking about? from the fireworks show. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, whole different thing.
It is. It really is. But it's going to be a whole lot of fun. If you get a chance to be there, I would encourage you to do that. All of the information at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. So, yeah, come on. Have some fun.
Oh, and speaking of fireworks, they had their first big weekend, the Fireworks Store.
Yeah.
Mike Denning and the crew.
That's what was on my head right there.
Yeah, 8 locations around the area, including 2 here in Sioux Falls. And the reason we've partnered with them is they actually have a mission other than just selling fireworks to celebrate Independence Day. Bring some canned goods with you.
Yeah.
Wherever you go to the Fireworks Store, 5 or more canned goods. Yep. It's going to get you 25% off your entire purchase with them, and those canned goods then go to feeding South Dakota.
That's awesome.
Absolutely.
They also they also support and do a lot of work with Emily's Hope too,
group as well,
in battling addiction and getting into recovery and kind of things like that. So the Fireworks Store, and again, I can't stress this enough. My favorite location. It's right in the parking lot of Ed's Specialty Meats.
Nice.
It just covers my world. In fact, I'm probably going to build a little shed there and just move in.
Hey, there you go. That's a good idea. Well, I've got a link to all of their locations because they've got 8 of them. So if you want to find one near you, they have a website, Fireworks Store with a Z, but I made it really simple. I've got a link right at sunnyradio.com.
Perfect.
2020 has become quite an interesting year.
Many people have been cooped up for way too long.
We're excited to join hundreds of friends for a fun time in Cancun this October.
Hear awesome music from Belinda Carlisle, Cheap Trick, Billy Idol, and many more.
The seance is at the end of October, and we are ready for a vacation. I hope you will join us.
We've been to this event for many years, and it is so much fun.
Get more information and reserve your spot at radiotravelgroup.com.
That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for our bright spot of news, brought to you by Paul's Designer Showroom on Lake Lorraine in Sioux Falls. And our bright spot today, our positive news, is something really cool that's coming up in the Sioux Empire. It's called Dreamfest Midwest. I've got Denham here. How you doing, sir?
Hey, how you doing, John?
Very good. Now tell me a little bit about Dreamfest and where this concept came from.
Yeah, so essentially, this concept kind of came to me about a couple years ago. I just decided as a musician in the area, what if I was getting started, like what would I wish somebody would have taught me, you know? I had to go through years of trying different things just to find out what works, you know? And so now I have an opportunity to give it back. So essentially kind of what Dreamfest Midwest is it's an audition-based music festival where we take 2 different acts. Their average age has to be, or 3 different acts. The average age has to be between 14 to 18 for 2 of them, and then one of them is 19 and older. And then essentially when you audition, if you get selected, we record you a song professionally, we shoot you a music video professionally, and then you get to open up for a national touring artist on our festival.
And we got the festival coming later this year, and we'll have you back in to chat about that as we get closer. But today, the reason you're here, you have a guest with you. You have Tiffany Connect, and you're one of the qualifiers, is that the right? Or the winners? What's the right wording here?
Yep, Tiffany is one of our winners from the 14 to 18 age bracket.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
Hey,
Tiffany.
Thank you. Hi.
And here's the thing that's really neat. Tiffany is going to be singing the national anthem on Saturday. Now, have you done that for a big event before? Have you done the national anthem before?
I would sing it in my choir for like games at my high school, and I sang it once by myself for a football game.
Very cool. Where did you go to high school?
Harrisburg.
Harrisburg. Very nice. And then was it for a Harrisburg football game?
Yep.
You were doing? Very, very cool. And are you nervous at all to do this?
Not really.
Nice.
National anthem is kind of, in everyone's blood, so it's pretty
It's
easy.
like one of the greatest hits of all time. Look,
Right.
you know this. Everybody can sing along. It's going to be fun. No, that's really, really cool. Now, let's talk about the type of music that you sing. To be a winner on Dreamfest Midwest and get this opportunity, what did you submit for that? Was it a song that we all know or like an original song?
It's actually an original song. So because I've been able to record it through Dreamfest Midwest, hopefully I'll be able to release it at some point.
Nice.
Yeah, so it is original. It's pop. It's pretty slow, but yeah, it's more in the like poppy genre.
Are there some influences that you've had like growing up? Who are some of the bands that you love or singers that you love to listen to?
Gosh, I listen to so many singers. I've always liked Demi Lovato and like Selena Gomez. I'm a big Shawn Mendes fan. Alec Benjamin, he's a really good writer. So a lot of those like writers, singer-songwriters are probably my inspirations.
Very cool. Now, did you just graduate or you're just getting ready to graduate?
I just graduated in 2019.
2019. Very cool. And what's the future have in store for a young Tiffany here?
Yeah. So right now I'm a pre-med student at the University of South Dakota.
Nice.
So that's my plan as of right now, but I guess we'll see where this music stuff takes me.
Well, very cool. So the nice thing is what you're doing pre-med, that's a great category to get in because people are always going to need help with that. So it's a really good, but I got a feeling that you're going to probably find a little bit of success in singing, and then you're going to look back and go, oh, hey, remember when I wanted to be a nurse?
Yeah, hopefully.
Well, very cool. Thank you very much for coming in. Thank you for agreeing to sing the national anthem for us.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
And you'll hear her with the national anthem coming up this Saturday night. It's the 4th of July, and all of the details at SiouxFallsFireworks.org. We'd love it if you would join us. Again, it's a big event. They were canceled, and then we said, hey, we can't have that. So we brought them back. The fireworks only. You'll be able to listen in your car, and you'll hear this young lady singing the national anthem, and then you're going to see Thousands of dollars worth of fireworks blowing up in the air. And we encourage you to come in. Even if you don't live in Sioux Falls, come join us for this. All of the details at SiouxFallsFireworks.org.
Small businesses are the heart of our community. As things get back to normal, I hope you'll go out of your way to do business with locally owned businesses in your area. We've been so pleased with the response of our gift card challenge that we're gonna keep this going. If you can, buy an extra gift card. You can use it yourself or give it to someone who needs a little help right now. When you buy a gift card, remember to post a photo on social media with hashtag giftcardchallenge. Learn more at giftcardchallenge.org.
And it's time right now for a little bit of entertainment news of the day with Mr. Dan Farris.
Because don't you know, celebrities are you can learn how to live, how to eat, how to bathe, how to shampoo, how to exfoliate from your favorite celebrity. That's pretty serious stuff.
Yeah.
Everybody's favorite Canadian pop star, Justin Bieber, got some legal stuff going on, and this is just really kind of bizarre. Justin Bieber taking legal action against two Twitter users. Twitter, what a cesspool, who claimed in social media posts that he sexually assaulted them. Justin, 26 these days, and married, by the way, has filed suit against those accounts belonging to, first names only, Danielle and Katie, who each have alleged that they were victims back in 2014 and 2015. Now, I actually saw the breakout of this on one of these things. One of these individuals, I don't remember which one, is going, oh yeah, he did a concert like here in New York, and then I willingly went back to his hotel room and bought it. And here comes Bieber going, hey, I've got all the paperwork. I didn't even stay in that hotel. I mean, it just totally blew that whole story right out of the water.
Yeah.
So this is looking just like sham and scam stuff.
Why would you do that?
Bieber's turned around and he's filed a $20 million suit against him.
Wow, good for him.
So he's pretty serious about this. And and again, for this stuff to come up, 5 and 6 years after the fact.
Yeah, I don't know.
And to have no proof of it.
Why, is he running for office or something? What's going on?
He's weird, isn't it?
That's usually when you find this stuff.
I don't know. Some people are just opportunists, man. It's just
it's too bad. And if something did happen, that's too bad as well. But it sounds like it's maybe looking like it didn't. I read quite a bit about it online as well. I don't know if you know this. I'm a big fan of the Biebs. So I'm not really.
Well, that tattoo that you got on your buttocks.
Really. The fact of the matter is, he's a pop star. Do I buy his music? No, but a lot of people obviously do. But the fact of the matter is, he's never in trouble. Well, he crashed a car once.
Yeah.
But as far as I know, he really pursues the Christian faith, and he tries to keep things on the level.
I've been messaging him for years. I have this idea for a reality show called Leave It to Bieber, and he won't even respond. I think that would be a really good show.
It's okay. I know people. I can make that happen.
Let's make this happen, Dan.
I can make that happen because, hey, man,
5%.
celebrities are my life.
All right. Well, thanks for coming in here and sharing it with us.
Absolutely.
It's the John and Heidi Show bonus hour with Dan Farris, brought to you by SiouxFallsFireworks.org.
If you have a credit card, we'd like to help you make sure it's the best credit card for you. Take a few minutes to look at your current interest rate and see what you get for points or perks. Then go to bettercreditcards.com to see if we can help you find a better credit card. This will literally cost you nothing, and it could help you get a better credit card. If you don't have a credit card right now, you can check us out too at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Here's your Market Beat Minute for Monday, the 29th of June. Equity markets reversed Thursday's gains on a double dose of bad news Friday. First, the Federal Reserve stress tests of the U.S. banking system came up wanting. That means despite the appearance of sufficient capitalization, the banks are at risk in the current environment. What it means for the equities market is no more share buybacks or dividend increases from the banking sector this year. The second bit of bad news comes from Texas. The Lone Star State rolled back its reopening plans, reinstating social distancing lockdowns lockdown measures as the number of new cases skyrocket. The risk for markets now is more states will do the same. The news was not all bad, however. Shares of discount retailer Big Lots surged nearly 30% after the company raised its full-year guidance to a range well above consensus. This week, investors will be on alert for the June payroll report, a figure that could make or break the market. You can get the inside track with Wall Street's brightest minds delivered directly to your inbox every day at marketbeatminute.com.